Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. Listen, I've been on vacation. I'm back. I'm fresh. It's been taking me a while, though, to try to get warmed up and back into the seat. If this is your first time to this channel, please go and like, subscribe, only if you want to know the latest and greatest hacks. All right, so listen, I got a surprise for you guys at the end of this one. But what I'm going to do is give you my top 10 money makers right now available on AppSumo and for lifetime deals. Now, all right, so let me give you the strategy on buying lifetime deals and starting businesses. So, one thing that I noticed and what allowed me to create an opportunity to grow different revenue streams is because lifetime deals, they're sunken costs, so they really become investments and you trying to get a return on your investment very, very soon. So what I'm starting to realize, and I had a little poll in my own community, they said, listen, we're looking for money makers, we're looking for bangers right now. I said, all right, so I'm going to do a top 10 list of AppSumo money makers. Now what this means is these are the tools that you can buy, pull off the shelf, and start making money automatically like that, right? Nothing's automatic. You have to have a strategy and setup. And those are some of the things we talk about in Hackpack University. If you haven't got your notice yet, stay on the lookout in the email. They are coming soon. We had so many people, overwhelming results. But those, I'm just going to show people in there how to deploy these tools. Now, the top 10 tools I'm going to show you, I'm just going to show them to you. If you want to see a full breakout of each one and a strategy and a blueprint behind each one, I do have a special viewing this evening. Uh, and so if you're Hack Pack 4 and above on this channel, you're going to get that for free. You probably won't get it until tomorrow because it's going to be live tonight. If you want to have it live, you can ask questions, then you can attend that tonight. That'll only be $7, right? Just $7. So I was going to make it 10, just $1 per investment strategy, but I'm being nice today. Today's Friday. I'm only going to make it $7. Again, that's all, just $7. So once you get access to that, I'm going to break down all 10, but I'm going to go behind the scenes and give you the blueprint and showing you if you connect this tool with this tool, run this strategy, you'll make money from this tool, right? So again, that's going to be happening tonight, probably around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. There should be a link in the description to go ahead and automatically reserve your spot for that. That's going to be live, so I'll be taking questions, but that will not be on. It will not be on YouTube. It will be an intro probably on YouTube to bring you over there. But again, that's going to be live, so you want to get that. And again, if you are Hackpack 4 and above, you know I got your back. I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna take that, put that up in Hackpack TV, so you will get access to that if you're already a member of my channel, level 4 and above. All right, so listen, top 10 money makers bangers. I tried my best to put them in order, and I'll talk about the order and reason why they're in the order that they're in, but I'm not going to go, I will kind of give you a high level and kind of say, hey, I think I'm going to tell you which ones you should full stack, and the rest of them are really going to depend on your need and how fast you want to deploy. All right, so let's go to my computer. I'm back. I'm long-winded, but man, I'm about to show you the top 10 money bangers right now on AppSumo. If you have the investment, if you have your last credit card, or if you're doing some type of payment plan or whatever, these are investments that you can make, deploy today. I'd say some of these strategies can have you making money in the next 30 days, max, right? As a minimum, but maybe the next 3 months max. All of these tools should be able to help you. Let's go to my desktop. I can't wait to show you my top 10 list. These are bangers. Let's get it. All right, so let's get this party started, right? So we have a lot of tools that's here, but we're not going to be distracted. There's a lot of, and what I'm noticing, right? I'm going to just give you this little piece of juice is a lot of AI tools are created for efficiency. The ones that I've seen it, a lot of the AI tools are created for efficiency. The ones that you see that are created for money makers, those are the ones you need to look out for. I just gave you that tip. I'm starting off giving you that tip. I'm dropping some serious knowledge today. All right, so let's go here. We're going to look under software because we want a lay of the land. We want to look at everything that's available in the software cabinetry, right? So, all right. So you just got paid today. He says, listen, Jenny, I only got a couple $100. What can I buy? What can I deploy? Let me show you. Let's start with number 10 here. So number 10, Sociamonials, right? Now, Sociamonials has 215 reviews, right? 5-star. Now, Sociamonials is a big piece of hardware, right? It's just a lot of moving parts. I think if you want to start an agency, if you have no business at all, if you wanted to start a business in a box, like, listen, Jenny, I'm going to spend my last dollars here, then I would look at this. I don't even know that I would look at I think this is affordable enough to do a tier 10, but actually, yeah, if you do a tier 10, which this is relatively inexpensive. This is basically you're buying a business for $690. You're buying a business for $690 because what happens is the white labeling on this is crazy, but they kind of put it together and they grew with you. So I know the founder, he lives maybe 3 blocks away from me. We've had discussions. He said he built this totally for agencies. So you guys need to be on this one, right? So this is an agency. They give you a full website and all this stuff. You got to do some work. But this to me this is in my top 10, right? So this is number 10. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this, but I will. Now, can you get away with at least, I think at least, can you get away with some of the lower ones? Yeah, but if you want to get true usage out of this, I would go at least a tier. To get at least a 10 workspaces or the highest tier here. That's what I would do for this one. So that's your first business. And this will put you in business. You got to do some work. So you got to be able to scrub the floors first before you can walk in and tell other people to scrub the floors. Sociamonials is that tool. You break your teeth on becoming an agency. That's Sociamonials. All right, so let's go to my number 9. I'm giving you guys juice. Wait until you see how you deploy it later, and I'm going to show you. I think I have all of these. No, I don't think I have all of them. I think some of them, I have so many other things going. But anyway, I digress. So GoBrunch, 295 tacos. Again, if you're going to go with GoBrunch, you definitely want to go with at least a tier 3, because at least tier 3 gives you unlimited organizers per session, right? They also give you 50 sub accounts. So if you wanted to create an agency, if you wanted to put Sociamonials and GoBrunch together and offer GoBrunch as an additional service, you can just kind of build out these rooms for people and say, hey, listen, with my account, you can build this out and you can have this exclusive to your account or something like that. So that's still a business, right? And you can build a business around this. Just create your own coaching business around this, right? You can just say, hey, this is my coaching. This is my Zen. We have talks. There's been so many businesses I've seen built around GoBrunch. So it did make my top 10 list. All right, so let's move forward. Let's get to the next. I'm talking money makers. So if you need to learn how to deploy them, you may need to set up an appointment with me or just get in my coaching program, and I just give you all the goods. So BlinkCompose. Now, BlinkCompose has not been here that long. It is very good at what it does, right? It is very, very good at what it does. So BlinkCompose is an actual email composer, right? You create these email campaigns, or you can just write these, help people put together lead magnets and storytelling. You can just do a lot with this particular tool. You can write your letters, you can write sequences with this, and you can just sell them, right? So I think that is good. So that is number 8, right? So let's look at number 7, right? And again, these are tools you can really deploy today, tomorrow. So let's look at this here. So Agency Handy, it's changed this week. I had it at a number 1, But the way it's deployed is all of the different things that I tell you, all the different services, whether it's Sociamonials, GoBrunch, all of those go inside of Agency Handy, right? But Agency Handy is a tool that you could use to sell your own services. The reason why it is number 7 is because you kind of already have to have at least one or two services, at least one service to use Agency Handy, right? All the rest of the ones, the Sociamonials, you don't need Agency Handy. GoBrunch, you don't need Agency Handy. BlinkCompose, you don't need Agency Handy. So, but you do need Agency Handy if you want to sell all three of those. So say you bought everything I just talked about, make sure you're using my link. It's in the description or it's in the first comment. Also in the first comment, you will see where the link is going to be tonight for the live cast, right? So you'll be able to see that tonight as well. So what you're going to see here, Agency Handy is a must-have tool. If any one of these tools that I tell you about, I would mix it with an Agency Handy, because Agency Handy is going to give you a catalog to be able to show people the list of services you have. You may say, hey, I'll put together your social media package and I'll be your social media marketing manager. You can have a link right there for that. You can have GoBrunch that says, hey, I build out communities for you. Listen, I'm not going to give you all the juice right now, but you can get that tonight. So number 7 is Agency Handy. Agency Handy. So let me go back. GoBrunch is a full stack. I got to get my full stacks in here. BlinkCompose is a full stack. All right, so let's go back to it real quick. And I go the reasons why later on when I'll talk about that later tonight. Full stack, unlimited everything, unlimited sub accounts. You're in business. If you mix this Agency Handy with a social, well, I ain't even. All right, so listen, we'll talk about that later on tonight, but that's a full stack. So we are talking about Agency Handy. Let's look at number 6, right? You may not have long for number 6. So number 6 has extended access. You have 3 days left. Number 6 is a full stack, people. Number 6, full stack, unlimited everything, right? Thumbnail generations, hashtag generations. Again, this is another one. You got to learn how to sweep the floor first before you can tell other people to sweep the floor. This is the best value here. So this gives you title descriptions, gives you chapters, helps you do the hashtags. There's a lot of other software doing that, but Taja kind of have their own little unique spin on it. All right, so that's another one. Again, another one that can fit inside your Agency Handy. So let's go to number 5. All right, so number 5, man, this is fire here. So number 5 is Castmagic, right? So what I would do, I wouldn't full stack this. I would come back later and full stack it. I would go and I would at least get a tier 4 so I can have unlimited seats. That's what I would do. I would get a tier 4, come back later and buy more minutes inside the program. That's what I would do here. But again, this gives you one piece of audio, gives you 60 to 70 pieces of content, and you can and you can chat with the content that you get. So again, another business in a box. Literally, you can do that. You have their own workspace for the people that you're working on. Again, Castmagic was number 5. Let's look at number 4. A lot of people don't even know about this one. This is a sneaky one. So number 4, and a lot of people don't know about it, is Acumbamail. Acumbamail, you basically can resell email services by white labeling this. A lot of people don't even know white labeling is even included an agency account at tier 1, right? And you can have Pabbly Connect, Integrately, Webhooks, Zapiers, you name it, you can do it. You have access to agency on tier 1. What you don't have is how many email sends you can do. So if you're going to do this, I would do at least a tier 3 or tier 4 that gives me 100,000 email sends, or at least a tier 4 that gives me 300,000. Then I may tell a person that's just starting out, says, hey, you can send 5,000 emails a month or something like that, and then divvy it up like that. But this really depends on how many emails you can send a month, and depends on what you want, because everybody gets an agency account. Again, you're in business day 1, right? And I'm going to talk about how you can daisy chain and combo up some of these that you get later on, or maybe you already have them, but we'll be talking about that. So that's number 4. Number 3, very sneaky, and I know why. Subpage. So Subpage, the price increases in 4 days. It's a reason why. Subpage was not even on the market. I think I put Subpage on the map. I'm not saying that to be braggadocious. What I'm saying is it wasn't until I started talking about Subpages is when they ended up on AppSumo's radar. And now the sales probably exceeded what they thought. Now AppSumo says, hey, you know what? We're going to increase the price on this, right? So Subpage is number 3, and it's number 3 for a reason. Now, if you're going to get Subpage is another one that you should full stack. I have this down in my notes as a full stack. Full stack here is $295. This is the best $295 that you'll ever spend on AppSumo. So, because what they give you is your 100 organization. So basically what that means is you could have 100 domains on here. So if you're a client of mine's, now what they say is one organization owner. So if you're going to manage this, you would have to do a lot of the managing. So let's say I had 2 clients that says, hey, I'm gonna set you guys up with your own page, your own landing page. I'm gonna create a squeeze page for you so you can sell your different lead magnets or something like that. You can essentially set up 100 different orders, but you have to manage it, or you have to turn over the management totally to them. And I think there was another way you can do this. I just not. So yeah, you get white labeling and all that, but I don't think you can manage. You only have one organization owner. So that means the one person needs to own each domain. So either you can resell the whole slot or just lease the slots. All right. This is another, but again, this is a business in a box. One tool you've never seen come to AppSumo is this tool. This tool is doing something nobody's doing, right? And I liken this to, I remember the old lead pages, right? If you're old school, you go back 5, 6, 7 years of being in digital marketing, there was a tool out called Lead Pages. They were the #1 tool. And I think they got bought and then they kind of changed a little bit. This is that tool. This is that tool times 2. This tool is better to me, right? So Subpages, again, I'll talk about strategies later on tonight. If you join me for that, comment below. Let me know if you think you're going to join me, or you may think you catch the recording. So that is, so that'll be that's kind of like my March Madness, kind of get into that. All right. So number 2, where is number 2? Number 2. All right. Let's talk about number 2. Number 2 is going to surprise you. I'm going to talk about the full playbook on this tonight, because I'm not giving this away. This is a secret hack that people don't even know about, right? So firstbook.ai, I don't want to get into this here, but you do not pick this up unless you full stack. I'm going to repeat, you do not pick this up unless you full stack. So basically you could do, what did they give you here? They gave you, you get 10 books per month, 10 book blueprints per month. And blueprints are really outlines. That's what these are. But you can actually produce 10 books a month with this. This is the best deal on here. I think it has the most value between this one and Subpages. Subpages is the best deal. This gives you the best value to make more money, and you can have more upside in, right? And I'll show you the whole play on this. I'll even give you some other secret hacks on that as well. So there's so much I can tell you about this. I'm just not going to give this away. This is another play that you could say, oh, I'll just do it on my own. You could, right? But there's such an easy play with this. It's lay down stupid, right? So I'll talk about that later tonight in my full hack tonight. My March Madness hack. All right, so this first down number 1. So again, first book made number 2. Guess what's number 1, right? No brainer. Number 1, subscriber. The #1 tool on AppSumo right now, and I think if you've been following my channel any length of time, you already know that, right? And I started off Man, I started off with a tier 3, right? I was so happy to get to tier 3, and then they came out with the 2 more levels, right? It's like, wait, what? What are we doing? They came out with they came out with a tier. I had tier 3, but I got it at a reduced cost before the price went up. So then I sold one of these. What I mean by sold one of these is I have clients. I says, hey, listen, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to work on your YouTube and all that other stuff. And they're like, great. And he says, how much is that? I said, listen, I'm going to do it for you since you're already a client, here's your price or whatever. Once I got that, I ended up buying a tier 4 because I saw how easy it was and I saw how valuable it was. I mixed this with another tool. You'll find that out later on tonight, and I'll just show you how fire that is. So if you've been following my channel, you've been purchasing some of the things I'm telling you to purchase. I never tell you to purchase anything that you can't make money from. Right now, there are efficiencies with the AI tools. And I says, oh yeah, I like that tool. There's tools like Castmagic. I am still trying to find out. I do so many things in my business manually that I don't like anybody touching it. But Taskmagic is that tool because it has agency pieces. It does automated agency type of stuff, but it does it pretty easy. But outside of a tool like that, I don't know that a lot of these tools kind of help me make money, right? And I think I can even use Taskmagic to make money to do some scraping and stuff for me with some of the other tools. I digress. So you're going to get this tool. You're going to find out how easy. I'm going to show you a play tonight. If you link in, if nothing else, get at least a tier 5. You don't have to get tier 6 and tier 7. I had people pay for this. I had clients pay for this already, my tier 7. I had them pay for it already. I have it. Matter of fact, let me show you. Let me show you the proof that I have it. Nope. Nah, not so fast. I'll wait to show you that later on this evening. But I think I may just have a tier 6. I have one more deal I got to close this month that's going to allow me to get the tier 7. I got to see. I think tier 6 is good enough. Depends on how heavy you're going to use it. I'm using it with my own business and with clients. So I think I may eventually get a tier 7. Tier 7 is a lot though, right? It's a whole nother $900. Tier 6, you can do damage with a tier 5 because it gives you unlimited ideation, right? It's the script writing. If you're going to do script writing and all that, you're going to need more credits. But the unlimited channels is what you're after. So tier 5 is really, really what you need. That's what I started out with, tier 5. And then they came out with these other 2 tiers. And then I was able to get to tier 6 working with a client. And then I had 2 more clients. So I had 3 clients I've used this for, and I've made enough to get to tier 6. I have one more deal I'm going to close by the end of the month. And that I may get to tier 7. It's just kind of on the fence right now. But this is the number 1 tool, I think, on AppSumo right now. So again, hey, you guys have been great. Listen, check below. I am going to be going live tonight, my own private live stream. I like to do that. I like to bring it off of all the noise and all the chatter off of YouTube. And I like to get into these intimate settings using my own streaming and my own pay-per-view events that I'm doing. So tonight is a pay-per-view March Madness, a money March Madness type of deal. We're going to be getting into these 10 tools, how we're going to make money, how we're going to deploy them in the next 30 days. That's going down tonight live at 5 p.m. $7 access. You catch it live, it's going to be $7, and you get your questions answered. After that, it's going to be $10. If you are Hack Pack 4 and above, it's going to be free. If you are one of my clients, one of my coaching clients, it's going to be free as well. I always take care of my peeps. I take care of the people that run with me. They're going to get access to it. But everybody else, hey, $7. I'm going to give you stuff worth probably $7,000 tonight, and you're only going to pay $7 for it. So there should be a link in the description below for that to get access to that. Hey, you guys have been great. Take care. Goodbye for now.